Hey guys, Vazzy back here, and in today's video, we're gonna find out what would happen if Connor McDavid played with his real-life brother in NHL 24. So if you go to Elite Prospects, you go to Connor McDavid's file, you'll see that he actually does have a brother listed on there, Cameron McDavid. He hasn't played hockey since 2010, 2011, and doesn't look like he went too far with it. He's now 30 years old and hasn't played in 10, 15 years basically now. So let's go create him in NHL 24 and see what would happen if the two played together. So jumping into NHL 24 here, I did my best to try and recreate Cameron McDavid the best that I could. Obviously everything is all set here. He did tend to be more of a playmaker. Jersey number assigned to him was number 12, so we got that in there. Right-handed, born in 93, everything there looks totally all good. Take a quick look at his stats here and we'll jump into the sim. So speed, excel, and acceleration I all have at 80. For the most part, he's McDavid's brother, he's going to be quick, but he's probably lost some speed over the past 10 years or so I thought that was fair. Puck control, deking, all that kind of stuff, more or less the same thing. He's probably got pretty good hands being McDavid's brother. Shot, I lowered everything. It's been however long now. Hasn't played in the NHL obviously, so probably a little bit lower. Basically, other than that, it's all pretty mediocre for the most part. Offensive awareness is decent amount higher than defensive. Fighting skill is lowest, and that's kind of what he looks like in game here. Overall, he is set at a 65. So now that we are into franchise mode here, I have assigned Cameron McDavid to the Oilers. Obviously, you can see just as we created him. I have him playing on a line with Connor McDavid, obviously, and Leon Draisaitl. How can you not have all those three playing together? Nugent Hopkins on the second line with McLeod and Hyman. Kane, Ryan, and Fogle on the third line. And the fourth line of Brown, Gagne, and Perry. Defensively looking at it, we have Nurse and Bouchard. CC and Ekholm, and Kulak and Desharnais. And then goalies, obviously, Stuart Skinner and Pickard. I do also want to note that I do have Cameron McDavid on the power play number 1, and I also do have him on the penalty kill number 1. So he is going to be getting a lot of ice time here. Let's start simulating and see what happens. Alright, so let's simulate to the end of the season here and see if the Oilers can go on a bit of a run, see if Cameron will pull them down, or see if maybe the brothers do end up having some kind of chemistry together. Honestly, I have no idea what's going to happen. Obviously, the Oilers in real life have been doing pretty good of recent, so see if they can replicate that in game. As we do start out at 4-3, very mid-tier but not too bad. So we get a couple of wins there. There's decent little win streak as we're 9-3, 10-3, 11-3, 12-3. Very good little win streak, 13-3 before the Panthers do unfortunately end our streak. But yeah, I honestly had no idea as of a couple of days here ago when I'm recording that McDavid even had a brother. That was something I was just on his Elite profile, or Elite Prospects profile for whatever reason, and saw that listed there. I was like, hey, let's make a video, let's throw them together. But yeah, it definitely makes you think for sure what could have been if there was another McDavid brother playing currently in the NHL. Obviously, we will never know for sure, but definitely does make you think. As the Oilers currently now here are at about the halfway point as we sit 29, 10, and 2. That is easily good here for first in the Pacific. Looks like Cameron is definitely not slowing us down. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to be qualified as a rookie being 30 years old. I'm not sure if that'll be something that takes him out of the Calder consideration, if he is even in that consideration, like point-wise or whatever. I'm not too sure. That's something we'll have to take a look at here when we're looking at stats and the awards and all that. As we get to the trade deadline, it's sitting at 45 wins. We are absolutely crushing it here in the sim. 47, 48, 13, and 3. That is very, very good. That's almost arguing last year's insane Bruins team. Obviously, they're probably a little bit better at this point, but not too far off as we come close to the end of the season here. See if we can almost push 60 here. If we win all our games, we do not. But hey, very, very good season for the Oilers here, sitting 57, 20, and 5. That is an absolutely insane result that I was definitely not expecting. Take a look at the standings here. I'm assuming we won the Presidents. We did. We just beat out the Avalanche by 2 points. They also had 57 wins, so a couple of overtime losses put us ahead. Let's look at the stats of the players here. Starting off with Connor, obviously. 95 overall, 45 goals, 49 assists, 94 points. Obviously, we're never going to get the in real life numbers that he would put up, but it's not horrible for Sim. And Cameron McDavid put up 52 points as a 65 overall, 16 goals, 36 assists, 52 points. That is absolutely hilarious to see. So I guess maybe the brothers did have a little bit of chemistry. It's pretty good, and it doesn't look like he is considered a rookie, unfortunately. Was kind of thinking that, but good to know. So let's go see who we're playing in the playoffs here. See if the brothers can maybe lead the Oilers to the Stanley Cup. As we're facing the Wild in the first round. Win the first game 4-3. Second game, lose 3-2. Third game, we lose in overtime 3-2 again. Lost 9-0. Wow, they absolutely hammered us there. And then another loss to put us out in the first round, unfortunately. Let's look at the player stats here. See how the brothers did. So Cameron McDavid actually outscored his brother in the playoffs in 5 games, putting up 3 points, where Connor only puts up 1 point in 5 games. I'm going to quickly sim to the end of the season, where we can take a look at all the awards in the playoff tree. So after simulating, the Boston Bruins did end up winning the Cup in this universe. They beat the Avalanche in 7, Penguins in 7, Devils in 7, and Panthers in 5. That was their road to the Stanley Cup here. Looking at the awards, obviously we know all the team awards here for the most part. McDavid does get the Art Ross, Hart goes to Makar. He also gets the Norris. Caulfield gets the Lady Bing, Bedard gets the Calder, Conn Smythe, Vezina goes to Georgiev, and the Jennings goes to him as well. Ducks coach Selke goes to Kopitar. Makar also gets the Ted Lindsay, and Pasternak gets the Rocket Richard trophy. Very interesting to see. Obviously Connor getting just the 1 award for the brothers. But I do think that is going to do it for today's video. Definitely let me know if there's any other similar videos that you guys want to see similar to this format. Let me know down in the comments below. But until then, I will see you all in the next video.